Hello, my name is Elena Rama,
And I'm Anat or Frankel.
and we're geriatric care managers here in the San Fernando Valley. We have a company called Senior Care Consultants, and we've been in business for quite a number of years. We've been asked to tell you what a geriatric care manager does. So here's a formal definition, and then we'll give you some examples of how we can help families. A geriatric care manager is a health and human services specialist who acts as a guide and advocate for families who are caring for older relatives or disabled adults. The geriatric care manager is educated and experienced in any of several fields related to care management, including but not limited to nursing or gerontology, social work, psychology, and they have a specialized focus on issues related to aging and elder care.
The geriatric care manager assists clients in attaining their maximum functional potential. The individual's independence is always encouraged, while safety and security concerns are also addressed. A geriatric care manager is able to address a broad range of issues related to the well-being of our clients. They also have extensive knowledge about costs, quality, and availability of resources in their community.
Okay, so that's the formal version. So here's what we really do. We try to maintain the quality of life in the best possible circumstances for every individual that we help. We try to keep people in their homes as often as we can, if that's what's desired. We try to find appropriate placement if they can no longer stay in their home.
Or find appropriate care companions through eligible and reputable agencies that do that.
Right. And we also deal with the medical.
Right. So we start off with a very intense and thorough in-home evaluation, and it's very important to do an in-home evaluations because when you go to your physician, you tell them everything that's going on with your loved ones, mom, dad, grandma, or whatever. It's not always the same as when you really get at home. So at home, we evaluate for gait, for balance. We evaluate
Safety
concerns, incontinence, continence. We evaluate all medications and review it all.
Cognitive ability,
Mm-hmm.
mini mental status exam, which is a measure of mental cognition.
With some other exams that we
Depression,
we follow, depressions and found, and then we get back into our office and we reevaluate all that, and then kind of have a meeting with the family members. Is it a daughter? Is it a spouse? And come up with a creative solution or a creative process in how to continue caring for that person.
And we call that the care plan. And once the care plan has been established,
short-term care plan and long-term
exactly,
care plan.
Short-term and long-term, and we follow as much as is needed. If the client needs a lot of extra help in locating new doctors, or maybe has a problem with medication, maybe needs to have a visit with a psychiatrist or whatever, we'll stay on and help balance all the medications.
Mm-hmm.
If a son or daughter lives outside of the state and needs constant monitoring, we're happy to monitor in that regard. Sometimes
and refer to the proper organizations. Do they need an elder law attorney? Do they need new physicians? Are there behavioral issues? Is there medication compliance? Has your loved ones fallen? We will come up with solutions and recommendations for pretty much everything. We've been known as the other sister.
The good daughter.
The good daughter.
We're very attentive. We make it our business to make sure that everything is attended to in a expeditious manner. So once we get on a case, we work relatively quickly to try to get everything organized again.
Yeah.
So who calls us on that?
Well, usually it's family members, although we do have a lot of professionals that use us, usually psychiatrists, neurologists, and elder law attorneys. Some professionals refer to us. We've done work for the probate court, trying to advocate correctly and coming up with the best care plan again. But a lot of family members. And
our number one client is someone who's tried to navigate the system or is trying to find proper placement or proper care for their loved one, and they're just at their wits' end. And finally they find out that there are care managers, and they give us a call. And honestly, I think our assessment is invaluable. The same way you might go to a CPA to do your taxes, sometimes you need a professional to come in and look at the situation and advise you.
And an unbiased opinion. So we're not really working for any assisted living facility, or they'll tell you, yes, this is the place. We will give you exactly what your loved one needs and be honest about it.
That's right. That's right. It's really important to find the right place if you are going to move a family member, because each time they move, there's what's called transfer trauma, and so you don't want to be putting them in and out of different assisted living facilities the way you might try on shoes, because that's just not going to work, and that family member is going to find a decline.
We do really well with people who are really resisting care. Daughters who come to us, or wives, and say, oh, my dad will never let anyone into the house. And we have a lot of suggestions, a lot of experience in our little box of tools that we use, and we're pretty successful. But in whatever it is, please find a geriatric care manager, and the best way to do that is through...
the National Association of Geriatric Care Managers has a website.
And our profession has been around for more than 25 years. And we kind of take over where social workers in the hospital and nurses, when they do their discharge, we take over. So families are kind of flailing. Maybe the social worker or the discharge planner, I think they're called now, has given the families some brochures. Call this care agency, call this home health agency, maybe this board and care, or this assisted living, and then people get even more confused. So the best way to get a geriatric care manager is...
Well, there's a national website for all geriatric care managers provided by the National Association of Professional Geriatric Care Managers, NAPGCM. You can go directly there and find a care manager in your local neighborhood who's more than happy to help you. Thank you for listening.